It's a show. It's a podcast show. Welcome to the Julie Cross Podcast Show. Empowering, energising and entertaining. Hi friends, Julie Cross here. Welcome back to the podcast show. Thought I'd do something a little bit different today and with the next few shows here on the podcast show, and that is take you back through my Sparkle song. If you've ever been to one of my shows, then you will be aware that I have a chorus that the audience sings. Yes, they sing it. They don't have to do it well, but that the audience sings. And so I wanted to take you, because it's just more than a chorus. It's more than just something cute little fluffy song that we sing. There is deep meaning behind each of the lines, and I think it's a great I use these lines of this chorus all of the time to help shift my energy, to help me keep me focused on what's positive and what works for me and what serves me. So I'd just like to explain them to you, and I'm going to start with the last line of this chorus, which is actually the universe will provide, and then underneath that we have my fears will subside. So the universe will provide. Now, I sort of say that this feels a bit out there, doesn't it? It's a bit like Oprah, the universe will provide. So what do? Do we set a goal, have an intention, visualize it, burn some incense, meditate, lay in bed, the universe will provide, wake up in the morning and it's all there? Well, it's not kind of around that. But it is around trust. My fears will subside. So this is a bit I want to focus on with this. The universe will provide. This was such an important line for me through the biggest challenges of my life, because it really is about us focusing on what works. It's about focusing on trust and belief and faith, and that's what I want to talk about. The trust, belief and faith that we have when we believe in the universe supporting us. The universe is not out to get us. Now, you can call it life. Some people call it God. You can call it what you'd like. I say universe. And what I mean by that is life. Life is not out to get us. Life is supporting us in every way. And I believe my life is better believing that. So when I was going through the worst of things with my husband having a stroke, my son being diagnosed with autism, then my husband passing away, there were times that my mind would wander into thinking, oh, what have I done wrong? Why is all this shit happening to me? This isn't fair. And that would be thinking that does not serve me. That would have me feeling like the universe was somehow against me. And so I would have to shift that then to, no, Julie, come on, the universe will provide. The universe is looking after you. This is all just part of life. And that would serve me better, because that would lift my emotions. So this is where this trust, faith and belief come in, and then your fears start to subside. If we look at anxiety and depression and all of those mental and emotional illnesses, they really are rooted in fear. So if I'm anxious about something, then I'm no longer trusting. I'm no longer having faith. I'm scared and anxious. Fear that I'm not going to be good enough. Fear that I'm not going to have enough money. Fear that I can't get through this grief. Fear that everybody's against me. Fear that I'm not pretty enough. Fear, creating anxiety. But when I then flip that and trust again that the universe will provide, it's all okay, it's all working out perfectly. The universe is on your side, Julie. Trust that. Have faith. Have faith in that. So that became very important for me. And I believe that we've all got to have faith in something. We've all got to have faith in something and believe in something. And this is what I learnt from going through what I was going through, because what I learnt was that as much as people could help me and assist me, and I could go to counselling, or I could have friends around to support me, and people could drop a meal off and all those sorts of things, in the end, I still had to go to bed with my problems and wake up with them on my own. So it's a lonely journey if you don't believe in something, if you don't have faith that the universe is working with you. It becomes a very, very lonely journey. So having that belief and trust is what supported me in those lonely times. Being able to feel the caress of a breeze and see angels in feathers, that's the universe working with me. That's the universe working with me, not against me. So when you allow yourself to see those things, you feel supported by the world. You feel supported by the universe. When you allow yourself to see those miracles and feel that there's lessons in everything and that you grow through it, then that's a supportive place to be in. and it's a lot less lonely and stressful, and you don't get that anxiety and fear coming up. So that's the gift in allowing yourself to know that the universe is providing. And then this is what I also discovered, that the universe will provide you with situations where you will grow into a better version of yourself. So what I mean by that is if you've asked for success in your business, you said to the universe, you set a goal for it and said, I want to be successful. You had a great first year in business and you were being so successful and you're thinking, gee, this universe shit's really working. Look at this. I've had a fantastic year in business. I'm flying. The next year you had all sorts of challenges and people didn't pay you and suddenly you're on a downward spiral, and then you start saying, oh, this universe shit doesn't work. See what's happening here? I didn't ask for all this crap and now look what's happening. But you see, the universe is doing exactly what it needs to do. Because when do we have our biggest growth? It's not in the times when things are going well. We have our biggest growth personally when things are tough. That's when we have periods of self-reflection and correction and growth, is when things are tough. Every successful person has had tough years to get through, and that's how they grew into a better version of themselves to take their business to a whole new level. So you're right on target. The universe is working perfectly in your favour because you asked to be successful. So if you want to be successful, you're going to have to know how to get through failure. The universe is conspiring in your favour. So do you see, the universe did provide you with what you needed. And that's what I've been able to see, is that the universe is always there working for me. And the more that I look for those signs, the more those signs show up. So the universe is conspiring in your favour. Have that trust, faith and belief that it is, and you will see more often that it does. You will see more often that it does. So the universe will provide. The universe provides us with all sorts of moments where it shows up and tells you that it's all working out perfectly. Some of you would remember, would have heard about my angel feathers that show up in my life that make me feel comforted and feel like the angels are with me. Some of you have heard the story about the time when I shifted into my new place here at Redcliffe and I was missing my husband. I was down the street feeling a little bit sad and a little bit lonely, and I was sitting there at a cafe looking at the people walking across, and one lady pops over and leans in and says, oh, I just wanted to check on you and make sure you're feeling okay. You look a bit sad. I don't know who this lady was, but to me that's the universe providing. The universe tapped her on the shoulder and said, do you want to just check in on your fellow human right there? That's how I see that, because I tune into that. I just hit menopause. Oh, if you just hit menopause, it plays havoc with your self-esteem because you start putting on weight, you feel a bit down on yourself, you've got your hormones going crazy, hot flushes showing up. And I was feeling a bit down on myself this particular day, and I had to really kind of work hard at that loving myself thing. I go and check in at the airport. We're going away for a weekend. The lady at the airport check-in says to me, oh, I just want to tell you how lovely you look today. It was in Townsville, and there was a gardener at the place we were staying, and he yells out across the yard that day and yells out to me, oh, gee, you're looking beautiful today. Look how colourful you look. You see, to me, that's the universe conspiring in my favour. I heard you were feeling a little bit down. I'm just going to let you know you're looking great. So tune into that. The universe really does provide. The universe provides us these beautiful sunrises that take your breath away, these amazing sunsets, these many moments of joy, these challenges that we get to grow through. So the universe will provide. And remember that you will get what you ask for. I often challenge people that come to my shows and say to them, you've got to remember this, that if you're sitting here tonight thinking, gee, that's something I've got to work on, you might be sitting there thinking, I've really got to work on my energy and not letting other people rob me of my sparkle and my positive energy when they say something negative. Well, you've just called the universe into action because you've just said, I want to work on that and be better at it. So you can bet that you're going to walk out of here and maybe wake up the next morning and someone's going to say something negative to you. And you're going to go, what's this crap? I was so positive last night. But you asked to be better at it. You said, I want to get better at not letting people's opinions get to me. So how do you get better at it? You've got to practice. So the universe said, I heard you want to get better at this. Take this shit and see how you go with it. And so you get to practice. The universe will provide. So you got to be careful what you wish for. You got to be careful. But have that faith that in something, you've got to believe in something, and you can call that your own inner child if that's where you want to believe in, that trust in you. But the universe is conspiring in your favour, and the universe will provide you with some challenges, and because that is also life. But that's how we grow. That's how we grow. So the universe will provide. My fears will subside. Okay, thanks for listening. Bye. Would you like a little bit more sparkle? Then you're invited to download a free poster at juliecross.com.au.